I'm going to start recording. Let's go ahead and derive this. So the way you read it is derivative of this function with respect to x. What is the derivative of x squared? 2x. 2x. What about negative y squared? Negative 2y. Because I'm messing with the y, what do I need? dy over dx. Very good. What is the derivative of any constant?
0.
0. That's the only calculus piece. The remaining is more like algebra 1. And I'm going to take it step by step. We're going to subtract 2 on both sides, correct? So I have negative 2y dy over dx is equal to negative 2x. That was simply algebra. Y'all good with that? Okay. The next piece. My goal is to make dy over dx by itself. So I need to divide it by what? Divided by negative 2y. And like I said, it's kind of like doing algebra 1. So we know all of that goes away. So my remaining is dy over dx is equal to, that also goes away, simply x over y. And my goal was to get dy over dx by itself. So are we done?
Yes.
That's it. So this is one of the similar questions from 17, 21, or 27. Y'all good with that? Okay. The next one. What rule am I going to use on this one? If a number is side by side with the letter, what does that mean? We have a, what rule? Uh-oh. Product rule. So our product rule, let's do a quick reminder. We derive the first piece, which is 1. And then I keep the second piece. Now, because I only derive the x, do I need dy over dx? No, only when you mess with the y. What operation, if y'all remember? Plus. And then I keep the first one, which is 1x. Now when I derive the 2y, what do I get? 2 and dy over dx. Are we all good with that? Okay. And then we have is equal to, derivative of 4 is what? 0. Okay, now let's do some algebra. Now before I do the algebra, let's go ahead and make this one look easier. So 1 times 2 is simply 2y. And then I have plus, when I multiply this 2 and the 1, that's just still going to give me 2x dy over dx. So all I did was I rewrote to make it user-friendly. Y'all go with what I did right there? Okay? So now let's do the algebra. What am I going to do to 2y? What do I do? Subtract. So I'm going to keep 2x dy over dx. And remove the 2y over by subtracting. And then what is my last step, just like the previous one? Divided by 2x. So that goes away. So we have dy over dx. Now this time, it's going to be what kind of y over x? Negative y over x. And notice what else I gave you. I gave you a point. Here's my x. Here's my y. Let's plug it in. When I do, I get negative of the negative 3. What would that give me? Just positive 3 over 1. So that means our slope is simply 3. So if I give you a point, after you find the dy over dx, plug it in. That's it. Y'all good? Again, similar questions to 17, 21, and 27. My last one, of course, we have to involve trig, right? Here I go. This one is going to be chain rule. And on top of that, it'll be chain rule with deriving implicitly. So I think I'm going to rewrite this. Let's all write out 1 in front. Something about the 1 understood helps me. And I'm going to circle or maybe highlight. Let's see if this is going to work out. Let's circle this guy that I'm not going to mess with at the beginning, because chain rule means we are going to derive in layers. So let's see if y'all remember. Derivative of sine is what? Cosine. So we have cosine. We keep the inside. Don't mess with it. And then we derived the inside. So here I go. My inside was a derivative of 1x. 1. Derivative of 1y. 1 dy over dx. So now we have, it's equal to, what's the derivative of 1x? 1. So let's see what's happening here. I have this whole chunk in this whole chunk. Can I move this right now by dividing by this one? We can get rid of this, right? Let's do it. So to get rid of it, I'm simply putting this over 1. So we have 1 plus dy over dx is equal to 1 all over cosine of x plus y. Again, that part is algebra concept. And then, is my dy over dx almost by itself? Yeah. How do I move the 1 over?
Subtract it.
There you go, subtract it. So dy over dx is equal to this fraction. And we have minus 1. So I'm going to pick a random point to see if it works out. Let's say the point that I want to use is 0, 0. That's my x, that's my y, and we're going to plug it in. So when I plug it in, we have 1 all over cosine of, isn't 0 plus 0, 0? Yeah? Then we have minus 1. So here's our main goal. We need to figure out what is the x value at 0 in our graph. So let's go to make our graph. At this point, we have a unit circle. It is 1 comma what? 1 comma 0. Cosine is x movement. Sine is y movement. I'm asking for cosine, so what number am I going to steal? 1. So we have 1 all over 1 minus 1. And what would that simplify to?
0.
So my slope here is 0. Mm-hmm.
Back when you have 1 plus 1 times dy over dx, why isn't there still a y there?
Right here.
Oh, it's that. No, from the first half, because
First half. Right here.
no,
Right here.
from the product rule.
Uh-huh.